All right, so the story right here is called The Phone Call from the Work, The Completion, The Revelation by Robert Smith III. I began walking one day with God all the same way I had done all the years before when the phone call came. I could have swore I heard him say clearly, "Whom shall I send?" Then I said, "Lord, send me, for I love you dearly. Your will is my will, even if there are times that I may disagree. For I know that all things work for the good of them who love the Lord, our Mr. Reed." And he began to do things, many wondrous things, like King David, who could, I fear, while surrounded by the love God brings. I began to shun evil, as if I were a lion in training, with no time for losing, only time for maintaining. And this daily maintenance, a reconnaissance of he that sent me. And my soul became filled every day, keeping me from ever feeling empty. For I drew near to him, and he in return drew near to me. It was the phone call I needed from the Most High and most dear to me. Now I must live the laws that the Bible spoke. Those 10 commandments told me many things that I should know. So I had to live them, abide in those commandments, avoiding a life of disarray to keep God's commandments. Then I was led in the Spirit to read about a man called Jesus Christ, and he showed me the ultimate map, a map that was oh so nice. He stated that there were just 2 commandments for us all to follow in order to do well. Love God, and love your neighbor as yourself. This I felt I could do well. So every person I met, I felt a new responsibility inside. I must do my part in love so that maybe, just maybe, we could all coincide. Even though all people may never fully agree, I had to start with myself so that God's call would proceed to flow out of me each and every place that I would walk. For it is on a phone with no hook on which I will always talk. Now I have to maintain the call, believing God would always catch me if I fall. So into my brain, new information I had to begin to install. Learn the Beatitudes and learn them well. The Spirit began to say, so that you may keep this train on the rail. So I must strengthen my spirit first so that I will remain steadfast. And when I became faced with evil, I learned to remain steadfast, walking through the world faultless. When the world said I was guilty, I had to clean my garments in great raiment white, so they would never be filthy. I had to learn God's plan. I had to speak to him every moment of the day and pray without ceasing. Without ceasing, I had to pray. Now I am learning to be a soldier of Christ, paying homage to the city of soldiers, the city of life. So now I am marching on with New Jerusalem calling, with my eyes fixed on God's plan for my life to at least try to fulfill my calling. The story right there is called The Phone Call from the Work, The Completion, The Revelation by Robert Smith III.